Hi there. I'm here this evening to do a quick little video for you in my notes, etc. journal that Dances with Pit Bulls made me. Rebecca, Dances with Pit Bulls, and she made me this journal a while ago, and it has these a cowboy-looking gentleman drinking some beer here on the front, and it has some awesome, beautiful bugs down here on the bottom, some dragonflies, and looks like a bumblebee here in the middle. And I love this journal. It's just so Rebecca and so eclectic, and I've been wanting to work in it forever, and so here I am. I'm going to work in it, and I'm going to use some images out of my big The West book that my neighbor lady gave to me, and I think it fits in with some of the pages in my Notes, Etcetra book. And so I chose a page in here already. I'm not going to go through the whole book with you because the book is absolutely amazing. I'm not going to go through it all with you. It has kind of a drinking background and bugs and just all sorts of things. But this page right here had some dream catcher stickers on it, some Indian, reminded me of Indians. So, and it's a belly band, and it's got a little thing here to pull out, which I might add to later on. But then I decided I would choose this page to work on because of those the dream catchers. And I found some images in the Wild West, the West, I guess. I said Wild West before, I think, too, but I think it's just the West book. And I have got my archival in vintage photo here that I'm going to go around. This is a map that I found in a map image that I found in the book. It's British possessions in whatever year this was. I didn't get that down or write it down. I should have, I guess, but it was way back when. And this is this darker portion here is the Louisiana Purchase, which we all learned about. And I can't remember any of it. Gosh. Okay, but this is the coolest book and has the coolest images, and so maybe someday I will read a little bit about the Louisiana Purchase. I'm sure it has text where I took this from, but I did not take the time to read it. So anyway, if anybody knows about the Louisiana Purchase out there, enlighten me, because I would like to know. But my primary goal was to get this page done. So I went around it, of course, as you could see, with vintage photo. I have this cool looking Indian here, and I know he's an Osage Indian. I did read that, but I could not pronounce his name. His name was on there. He has a kind of a lengthy, long name, and I'm sure he's very special because he had his photograph taken here way back when. So I'm kind of going around him with, this is, what color is this again? This is fossilized amber. Kind of going around him with fossilized amber, but then I'm gonna dull it down a bit with what's left on my sponge of the vintage photo. Just don't want it to be that bright. Hope this video is finding everyone healthy and happy, and on your way to goals in the new year. I learned a long time ago not to make New Year's resolutions because I never could keep them. So kind of just gave up that kind of an idea, but there are some things that I would really like to accomplish. One of them being working in all of my different journals. Now this is ground espresso, and it's very dark brown. And this is a picture of an Indian family, and it's so cute. I will stop inking here in a second and actually show it to you. Okay, there we go. And isn't it cool? I think this is the daddy, and I'm not sure if those are both of his wives or if one is a sister. I don't know how they did things back then in Indian tribes, but this is, look at the little baby in the papoose. Isn't it cute? Cute little thing. It's all furry on the inside of there. It looks very warm and snuggy. And this page that Rebecca did is grungy, kind of around the edges already. I may go around the top here just a hair, because I still have some ink on my sponge here. Go around the top and around the bottom, but she's got it kind of grunged up anyway, which, as you all know, I absolutely love. So yeah, and I'm just gonna put this down. I also have this really cool piece of fabric here that has double-sided tape on the back that Julie O sent me. Thank you, Julie. And thank you, Rebecca, for the beautiful, the awesome journal in the first place. So I think I'm going to kind of go like this with all these components. And may add something to it a little bit later, but for right now I think this is what I'm going to go with. Let's get this down first. And as many of you probably know, and if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome, thank you. I hope that you stay around for a very long time. please comment so that I know that you're there, even if it's just to say hi. I really appreciate you commenting. So that's gonna go there. Oh, I think I wanted that to be underneath. So I'll just lift it up real quick, put that back this under. And I think I want this to be under as well, so I'll put that down next. This is like a little snippet type thing, and it has double-sided tape on the back of here. If I can get the peel off of it. I hope everyone is ready to begin the work week again. Oh, there we go, got it. Begin the work week again. I'm not sure I'm ready to begin the work week, but there you go. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Got to smooth it there. I don't know, for some unknown reason, I just thought that that piece of fabric looked good with my Indian things here. I have no idea why, but I liked it, so there we go. And put this under. Go. A little bit more glue on that since I had it lifted up and it kind of dried now. Oh, and I think I started to say, as some of you know, that have been with me a while, and others may not have been with me a while yet. This is Fabri-Tac in my little tiny bottle here, and it is diluted with just a little bit of acetone, or aka nail polish remover. And having to hold this a second over here. I'm not sure why, but that's all right. If it doesn't stick with that, I will go ahead on to my tacky glue if I need to. And then we'll put our Osage Indian in here. This is Oregon country and Spanish possessions. Huh. So there's my home state I see pictured there. So I don't know where that fell into play in these, my home state and the state I live in now. Are both on there. I don't know. Oh, I'm terrible at my history and that type of thing. Had my head in the clouds, I guess. And that sort of thing, instead of paying attention in history class. And then what I thought I would do is I found one of these little ball pins, and I found a couple little, I found a little feather, and something that to me kind of resembles turquoise. And I know that the Indians were, some of the Indians, these probably are not the right ones that I have depicted here, but they have this, whoopsie, come on. This gentleman here, let's see if I can get this to work. We'll just make it work, won't we? This gentleman here has, it looks like some bone and around his neck in the form of jewelry. So I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure about what sort of jewelry if they're the right kind of Indians that, you know what I mean, that had turquoise, but that sort of reminded me of Indians as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there. And I don't know if I need to like glue that down a little bit. Maybe I will tack it here underneath, just so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to hold that down just a minute. And it looks like it might bleed through and leave a mark because I did use quite a bit of glue, but the feather will go over it, or I'll put some brown on it to kind of disguise that a little bit after it's dry, and I'm sure it's going to leave a mark. Then I'll disguise it. But basically, there you go. There's my page, whoopsie, in my notes, etc. book that's kind of all about all sorts of eclectic things, and I'm going to have my son save me a couple of beer caps that I can put in here, but sort of gave me an inspiration to see these little dream catchers with the feathers, and so there we go. And there's my little feathers, my little piece of turquoise. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and until I visit with you next time, God bless you. Bye.